Okay, so everybody knows that the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 film is supposed to be coming out sometime next year. I believe it's supposed to be coming out during the fourth quarter of 2024 in December. And I believe it's supposed to be on the 20th or something like that. It's supposed to be right before Christmas. But this film is going to be the direct sequel to the Sonic 2 film that we got to see last year. And that was a film that a lot of people go on record and say was better than the 2020 film, especially if you consider how well it did in box office. Because I believe the budget was somewhere like it was somewhere around like 90 million or like somewhere like between 90 and like 110 million, and it did like 405 million in box office, and a lot of people liked it. I mean, there were so many things about it that people loved, like the video game references, the voice acting, the CGI, the inclusion of Knuckles, all that stuff. It's something that like every hardcore fan of the Sonic the Hedgehog series asks for. And just based on how successful that film was, a lot of people are wondering whether or not it could be topped with this upcoming film. And the thing is, with this upcoming film that we're supposed to be getting next year, basically everything is pretty much the same. I mean, you got the same director, Jeff Fowler, you got the same writers, it stars the same people, it's produced by the same movie companies. But the only thing about it is, there's a big strike going on in Hollywood, and that's something that has basically been on the news now, like since July. I believe it started around mid July, and everybody knows about the labor disputes and all that stuff, and a lot of people are under the impression that it's probably going to negatively affect this upcoming film, and that could be the case. And I don't think that this strike doesn't necessarily mean that the film is going to come out, but if this continues to go on longer than it should, then the release of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 could get pushed back to 2025, and that's something I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't want to see. and as far as um and as far as Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the film is concerned, we still have no idea what the plot's going to be. But based on what we know, I believe I heard like Shadow the Hedgehog was supposed to be appearing in that. And if that is the case, then maybe Sonic the Hedgehog 3 could cover the events of Sonic Adventure 2, which is a game that is probably one of the best like 3D Sonic games of all time, depending on who you ask. But that would be pretty cool. And we have no idea who's going to be voicing Shadow the Hedgehog. We have no idea whether or not, other characters like Amy Rose or Rouge the Bat's going to be included in this. But if this is going to cover the Sonic Adventure 2 arc, then basically you'd have to include, names like Amy and Rouge the Bat and all that stuff. And I feel like the storytelling aspect of the movie is probably going to be the thing that stands out and that either makes or breaks Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the movie. But as it currently stands, yeah, we know it's supposed to be coming out Q4 2024, something that's not necessarily promised. And in terms of expectations, um, I'm keeping my fingers crossed and hoping that it surpasses Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the movie, in terms of drawing box office revenue. And I do feel that Sonic the Hedgehog 3, similar to its prequel, Sonic the Hedgehog 2, the film, it's going to be considered one of the best video game movies of the year that it comes out in. And I'm not exactly sure whether or not it would stop after Sonic the Hedgehog 3, because I can't really think of any like big like storylines within the Sonic the Hedgehog series that would be worth, putting on the big screen or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, this is a movie that a lot of people are looking forward to see. And as we all saw, the second movie was better than the first movie from 2020, and a lot of people have high hopes for this upcoming movie being better than the second movie that we got to see back in 2022.